What's up, YouTube? Midnitekrawlr back up in this piece, and it's that time for another picked up and watched video. I got a nice stack of flicks to share with you guys. As always, let's start off with the horror and a nice stack of Dollar Tree pickups first. We have the Purge election year on Blue. This was pretty fun. I've seen the first one. I really dug like the setups in this, but other than that, nothing too spectacular. Just pretty middle of the road for me. Trespassers. This was pretty dope, man. I thought it was going to be a straight up home invasion flick, but it turned out to be a lot more than just that. Some fresh ideas in this. Really dug it. Enjoyed it, man. Definitely recommend this one. Give it a watch. Next up, guys, we have Sandman. And this is a pretty cool pseudo-documentary or a mockumentary, whichever you prefer. This one kind of details the independent horror scene, and you get some familiar faces like Beelzebub and Debbie D. Really cool stuff, man. It's pulled off rather brilliantly, I'd say. I dug it. Following that up, we also picked up Bad Milo, which was a revisit and a very happy one because I really dug this ass humor as well as the little monster in this. Very lovable. Shades of Basket Case as well. You cannot go wrong with ass humor in your horror. And we also picked up some Russian horror with Baba Yaga, Terror of the Dark Forest. Has some cool weird shit going on like alternate dimensions and memory loss, but overall I just thought the execution was kind of weak. Yeah, just can't recommend this one. Next up, we have a stoner horror comedy, but before I get into it, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Kyle Kushwalker, who hooked me up with an 1/8 of Death Star THCA from Arete. This shit was banging. Check out these close-ups. Now definitely give my boy Kyle Kushwalker a sub here on YouTube. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below. But I gotta say, guys, Voodoo Apocalypse was cheesy. It had that grindhouse, throwback style to it. It had a lot of charm. It had that stoner comedy, and it had zombies as well as luchadors. So yeah, this was pretty fun overall. The next two are from Half Price Books. And first up, we have Dead Rising Watchtower. And I picked this one up because Ryan Nicholson did some gore effects on this. And yeah, it was pretty cool, man. He did some clown gore. There's also a featurette that he's interviewed in. That was pretty cool. Good to see Ryan Nicholson again. But Dead Rising Watchtower, if you played the video game, definitely check this out. Overall, it's like your average zombie flick. And I also picked up Virus, which was awesome because I had this on VHS years ago, and it was always a constant repeat watch for me. Really happy to revisit, and man, it just took me back down memory lane. Just a blast, man. You got a great cast in this. Yeah, so much fun, man. One day I'll get the Blu-ray, right? All right, guys, we do have a freebie from Sean Donahue, and it's going to be Don't Kill It. And man, this was a fun revisit. Did watch it years back. Well, not forever ago, but I think it was on Netflix a while back. And yeah, really dug it. Gore effects just take center stage. They are amazing, man. Dolph, he's pretty good in this. He doesn't kill it, but the gore does. Next up, guys, is a freebie from Amy's Autopsy Report. And she hooked me up with a copy of Fell, directed by Marcus Cook. Now, this is one trippy, pilled out atmosphere, psychological horror kind of flick, I guess. It'll really test your patience, but in a good way. Yeah, man, I dug it. It won me over. It's not your typical Marcus Cook gore fest, but it's definitely a more cerebral kind of flick. I dug it, man. It has that pilled out atmosphere that's kind of unique. I haven't kind of watched a movie like that in a while. And yeah, thanks again, Amy. Really appreciate this copy. All right, guys, let's wrap things up with the non-horror pickups. First up, we have Electric Boogaloo. Man, this is an awesome documentary of Canon Films. Just a must-watch. Really glad I have a physical copy. And yeah, definitely get a hold of this one and watch it somehow. Next up are two 90s action flicks. First up, we got Wesley Snipes and Passenger 57. Man, this was a trip down the old block. Really dug it back in the days. Lots of nostalgia revisiting this. And gotta love those old snapper cases, man. And the flipper disc. Fun stuff, man, all around. Really dug it. As well as The Corruptor. Wow, I didn't watch this one much growing up. Man, Chow Yun Fat is a beast in this. He plays a crooked cop, and he immediately headshots the crook, man. No questions asked. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg, if you're a fan, you might dig him as well. Not so much me, but Chow Yun Fat really kills it. Really ultra-violent 90s action. Good stuff right here. Picked up some comedy. 80s, of course. Spaceballs. An essential. Daphne Zuniga's had better days there on the back, though. But, yeah, good stuff all around. Fun revisit. And The Tick to wrap things up. This is the old school series, and I gotta say, man, this starts off rough, but it gets better as the production values increase. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it doesn't hold up too much anymore. But it's gonna do it, guys, for this month's Picked Up and Watch video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks again, Kyle Kushwalker, for that bud. Catch you on the next video. Peace.